Tesla bot Gen 3 might replace thousands of household workers, and here's what Elon Musk says about it.
Like everyone's going to want one. I think in terms of industry providing products and services, I think it's probably, I don't know, 3 to 5 robots in industry for every one that's a personal robot. I think there could be tens of billions of Optimus robots out there.
Tesla CEO Elon Musk has repeatedly emphasized that Optimus Gen 3 won't be like any humanoid robot we've seen before. He says it's far more advanced than the humanoid robots coming out of China, even though its appearance looks more like a person wearing a robotic suit than a futuristic machine. Over the years, we've seen countless humanoid robots take center stage. They can dance, run, perform impressive stunts, and rack up millions of views on social media. But after the headlines fade, most of them disappear from everyday life. They don't end up in your home, they don't work in your kitchen, and they certainly aren't capable of replacing a human housekeeper. That's why Optimus Gen 3 is different from most of what the world is trying to build. So what technologies, capabilities, and power systems are packed inside it? When does Elon Musk plan to put it on the market? What setbacks have delayed its launch? Here's what's really happening. Tesla is no longer trying to prove that it can build a robot that walks. What it's trying to prove now is that it can build a robot that works. And that's a much harder problem to solve. According to Elon Musk, Optimus Gen 3 will be the first version designed around real-world labor. It won't just need to move from place to place. It will need to understand its surroundings, recognize objects, respond to people, control the force of its hands, and reliably perform thousands of different tasks. Based on the latest information that has surfaced over the past few months, a very interesting picture is beginning to emerge. Tesla isn't just upgrading the hardware. The company is building an entire platform designed to turn Optimus into a fully capable workforce. And here's the interesting part. Tesla's first target isn't the home, it's the Tesla factory. That may sound surprising, but it's actually the most logical place to start. Tesla chose factories first because factories generate millions of repeatable tasks every month, creating the training data Optimus needs before it ever enters a home. Unlike robots that only appear in a few minutes of carefully staged demonstrations, Optimus has to prove that it can work for hours every day. Inside Tesla factories, Optimus is already being trained on repetitive material handling and logistics tasks that human workers perform thousands of times every day. Many people look at Optimus Gen 3 and focus on its updated design or its 22 degree of freedom hands. But the technology that could ultimately determine the success or failure of the entire project is hidden inside the robot's chest. It's AI-5, the new computing platform that Elon Musk has reportedly spent months helping develop. According to Musk, AI-5 delivers AI processing performance comparable to extremely powerful AI GPUs that cost tens of thousands of dollars, while consuming only about 250 watts of power. That allows Optimus to process data directly inside its own body instead of relying on an internet connection or cloud computing, and that's far more important than many people realize. AI-5 allows Optimus to process decisions locally, eliminating cloud latency that would be unacceptable for real-time physical tasks. Every decision has to happen instantly, and that's exactly why Tesla believes Optimus Gen 3 could become the first humanoid robot capable of moving beyond flashy demonstrations and into the role of a real worker in the physical world. However, no matter how powerful the AI is, it means very little if the robot can't interact with the physical world accurately. And that's exactly why Tesla has devoted so much attention to Optimus Gen 3's hands. In the humanoid robotics industry, legs help a robot move around, but hands are what determine whether a robot is actually useful. A robot may walk exceptionally well and maintain perfect balance, but if it can't handle objects with precision and dexterity, it's still little more than a demonstration machine. Think about some of the most ordinary tasks in everyday life: folding laundry, washing dishes, picking up children's toys, feeding a dog, watering plants, or organizing groceries in a refrigerator. These activities seem effortless to humans, but they are incredibly difficult for robots. If you look back at the first Optimus prototype in 2021, its hands resembled industrial grippers more than human hands. Later, Optimus Gen 2 increased that capability to roughly 11 degrees of freedom and became capable of performing basic manipulation tasks. With Gen 3, Tesla has nearly doubled the range of movement. But the hands are only part of the story. What's even more important is the actuator system behind them. What's particularly interesting is that Tesla isn't simply buying off-the-shelf actuators like many other robotics companies. Instead, the company is developing custom actuators for different parts of Optimus's body. And what we've recently learned is that a single actuator design can't be used throughout the entire robot. The hip joints require one type of actuator, The shoulders need another. The wrists require something different. And the fingers require an entirely separate class of actuator. In fact, Elon Musk has repeatedly emphasized that the hardest challenge facing Optimus isn't AI, it's manufacturing. Anyone can build a robot for a carefully controlled demonstration, but very few companies can build 1 million robots per year. And that's where Tesla becomes truly dangerous. When people talk about Optimus, they often compare it to Boston Dynamics' Atlas. That's completely understandable because Atlas is currently one of the most impressive humanoid robots in the world. It can perform movements that leave audiences amazed. It can carry heavier loads than Optimus. And it features some of the most advanced mechanical engineering ever put into a humanoid robot. But Tesla is playing a different game. The company isn't trying to build the most spectacular robot ever created. It's trying to build the first humanoid robot that can be manufactured at massive scale. Yeah, that's a huge difference. A robot that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars and takes months to build can be an incredible engineering achievement, but it won't change the world. Tesla's goal is to create a robot that can be produced in enormous quantities, continuously improved through software updates, and eventually deployed everywhere from factories and warehouses to businesses and private homes. And that's why manufacturing matters so much, because if Optimus Gen 3 performs well enough and Tesla can actually produce it at scale, the company could find itself in a position that no robotics manufacturer has ever achieved before. But the real breakthrough won't be a robot doing a backflip. The real breakthrough will be a robot showing up every day, working for hours without complaint, performing useful tasks reliably, and doing it at a cost that makes economic sense. That's the difference between an impressive robot and a revolutionary one. What Tesla is building isn't just a robot. They're building a robot production system. Tesla is applying the same formula that helped them succeed in the automotive industry. First, they control the supply chain. Then they design the hardware in-house, develop the software in-house, and finally deploy everything in real-world environments before bringing it to market. If you look closely, Optimus's entire strategy today is almost identical to how Tesla has developed full self-driving over the years. The robots go to work, the robots make mistakes, and then Tesla collects the data so the software can be updated and improved. The process repeats over and over until Optimus reaches human-level accuracy. What's really interesting is that every Optimus robot in the future won't just be a worker. It will also be a mobile sensor, constantly sending data back to Tesla's AI system. One Optimus might learn a more efficient way to carry food in a restaurant. Another might discover a better method for organizing inventory in a warehouse. Yet another could learn how to clean a house or operate a vacuum more effectively. All of that knowledge can then be shared across the entire robot fleet. To put it simply, if you buy 2 Optimus robots and train one of them to cook, you won't have to start from scratch with the other one. They'll be able to share what they've learned. That's why Elon Musk is so confident that Optimus will stand apart from most humanoid robots on the market today. Because the more robots operating in the real world, the faster the entire system learns. In other words, every new robot doesn't just generate revenue for Tesla, it also makes all the other robots smarter. That's a feedback loop that very few companies in the world are capable of building right now. Based on what Elon Musk has hinted at, the next version of Optimus will also feature significantly improved water resistance compared to previous generations. Looking at the latest design, you can see that most of the robot's body is now covered by polymer shells and composite materials, rather than exposing mechanical components like earlier versions did. This not only makes the robot look more polished and finished, but it also helps protect the critical electronics inside. Recent images suggest that Optimus's fingers now have a much more sealed design than before. That's a big deal because the hands are the part of the robot that comes into direct contact with water, cleaning chemicals, and other substances that can cause wear and corrosion over time. If Tesla has truly solved the water resistance challenge for the hands, it could be one of the biggest breakthroughs in bringing Optimus closer to becoming a practical household assistant. The reality is that nobody wants to spend tens of thousands of dollars on a robot and then worry every time it rains or whenever the robot needs to wash a dish. A lot of people assume that if Tesla has already solved self-driving, then robots are simply the next logical step. In reality, robotics is far more complex. A car mainly observes its surroundings and makes navigation decisions. Optimus, on the other hand, not only has to observe the world but also physically interact with it. It needs to determine whether a glass is fragile, calculate exactly how much force to apply so it doesn't drop the object or crush it, and maintain its balance while moving at the same time. In other words, a robot must combine visual intelligence with motor intelligence simultaneously. That's exactly why Tesla believes AI-5 could become the most important breakthrough for Optimus Gen 3. For the first time, they may have enough computing power to handle these challenges in real time. Tesla doesn't want Optimus to be a machine that simply responds to rigid commands. Their goal is to create a robot that understands natural language the same way people communicate with each other. That's why Grok Voice could be one of the most exciting features in this new version. Even if the robot isn't capable of handling a wide range of complex tasks right away, the fact that it can understand and communicate naturally with humans would already make it far more appealing to potential buyers. When you put it all together, AI 522 degree of freedom hands, improved water resistance, advanced sensor systems, and natural language communication in a single product. Optimus Gen 3 certainly has the potential to become a genuinely useful household assistant. It could begin evolving into a labor platform that appears virtually everywhere. Just as Elon Musk has predicted, in his vision, every household will eventually own at least one Optimus robot. Tesla isn't delaying Optimus because it doesn't work. They're delaying it because they want to make sure that when Optimus Gen 3 is finally introduced to the public, it will be a truly useful product, not just an impressive technology demonstration. But in our view, the biggest question still lies ahead. Even if Tesla manages to solve all of the technological challenges, can they manufacture Optimus at a scale large enough and at a price low enough for millions of people to actually own one? That may ultimately be the toughest test Optimus Gen 3 will have to face. So if Tesla can really sell Optimus for the price of a car, would you buy one for your home? What job would you want it to do first? Drop a comment below. If there is just one small thing you could do to support this channel today, it's hitting that subscribe button. It costs nothing, but it means the world to us. Thanks for watching. See you in the next episodes.